Episode 8
is
of
great.
The Weight Room.
My headphones are a little sweaty from the previous hour we were.
Yeah, so for those of
Maybe
you who
they're just
don't know,
cold.
which is probably everyone at this point,
Except maybe like
maybe
our
like
family.
a handful of people. Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
handful. But yeah, so we were just recording our new live show on Turf's Up Radio
The pump station.
where we pump you up.
Pump it up.
We pump you up for the day. So go check it out. You know?
Yeah.
Basically, we're just going to be your like fitness instructors for the hour.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good way to put it. And it's for free.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love free?
Go to turfsupradio.com and you can listen on your computer or your phone.
And you can even watch.
Yeah, you can watch. Just go check it out. Or you can also listen on the app, Turf's Up Radio app. Just go to your like app store, whatever you have, iPhone or Android, whatever. Go to your app store, type in Turf's Up Radio, and you can hear the pump station. And it'll be kind of like this. It'll be a little bit more instructional, I guess.
It's a little bit more like here we just sit down, we talk about living a healthy lifestyle, Where on the pump station, we talk about ways to incorporate stretching and warm up and stuff like that into your daily routine to enhance. Is enhance the right word?
I think it's enhance. You're enhancing your comfort and your.
There we go. Yeah.
Your lifestyle is just gonna be more comfortable and
Yeah.
I don't know. Just imagine like having less aches and pains, and that's what we're gonna help you with.
Like if you work at, let's just say UPS. I mean, UPS is a very physical job, just like the green industry is.
Yeah, and that's
stretching and warm up like 5 to 10 minutes a day can really make a world of difference.
right.
Anyways, let's get into this week's. That was a shameless plug for our new Turf's Up station, and just Turf's Up in general is a really good station.
I think today we really want to talk about our new workout regimens that we're both on. We're in here and we're kind of back to what we were doing before, and it feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
I've only worked out in here a few times, and I leave, and like home workouts are so good, and it really like humbled me and brought me back to like the basics, and that's something we'll get back to in a second, but it just brought me back to the basic movements that sometimes you overlook.
Yeah.
When you have all this equipment available.
Mm-hmm.
And dumbbells it just takes you back. It humbles you.
Yeah.
But being back in the gym, being able to do barbell back squats and deadlifts, and just I'm learning how to bench now. It's very fulfilling again.
Same here, man. Just being able to. I didn't dislike the home workouts that much. I just didn't feel like that was.
I could not do it. Like I know a lot of people love being able to work out at home. You know, like the Beachbody programs.
Yeah.
Great for people who love working out at home.
Right.
But there's something about stepping foot in the gym that is just so special to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like an escape for your environment. Because when you're at home, it's like, unless you have a specific gym in your house, you have to move some stuff around, work around certain aspects. But when you have your own space, it's like everything's just set up waiting for you to kind of take advantage of it.
Yeah, and also being at home, it's so much easier to just almost like put off working out, or almost even just, I need to get back to work, so I'm not going to work out for the full workout today. I'm going to just half-seize it kind of.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just going to get in and get out. But like at the gym, like if I'm taking my time to drive there, I'm going to spend time at the gym, and I'm not going to feel like there's something about being away from your work environment that is like takes the stress off of work, you know?
Yeah.
You're not thinking about it as much as like when I was at home, I would be thinking about the classes I needed to go get back to.
Mm-hmm.
When I come to the gym, it's like, okay, I'm here. I'm going to be here.
It kind of made me want to do it again, and it kind of gave me a specific time to do it again, because it's not like you're sitting at home, you can do it.
Yeah, we talked about that a
whenever.
little bit earlier today.
Yeah.
How
Used to be kind of like, oh, we'll do it. And then it got to like 8 or 9 o'clock, and you're like, oh my gosh, I finally have to do it, and I'm more tired, and it just kind of wasn't as motivating at that point. So now with this new setup, it's just kind of back to the way and the feeling of making it kind of a gym aspect and environment again. You actually mentioned that when you were doing squats the other day that you left off at a certain weight and you kind of picked up right where you were.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if that goes to show that I wasn't pushing myself hard enough or if I was just doing the right things at home.
I think it goes to doing something at home too.
A little bit of both, maybe.
When your body, especially for you that kept like doing it and kept the progress going, you kind of gave yourself a new thing to adapt to. So it made your body a little bit stronger all around. Like maybe not in the specific points you were in before, but the weaker points you had got stronger. And that allowed your body to be kind of as a unit stronger when you came back, even though part of it was weaker.
Yeah. Something that I couldn't do before quarantine was split squats or Bulgarian. Is that how you say that?
Well, they're different, but...
Okay, the split squats where you put your foot up on the bench?
Yeah, Bulgarian.
Yes, okay. I couldn't do those.
Those gave me so much pain.
I didn't have the balance for those.
Yeah, balance is a big issue.
And I came in here and did them the other day, and I could get 3 sets of 7 on each leg, which, I mean, I did them. I put my foot up. I was like, all right, I'm just going to go for like 3.
Yeah.
You know? And I was just not getting off balance, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So, yeah, that's something that I worked on a lot of, like, balance, not specifically that, because it was kind of hard, like, putting your foot up on a couch versus a bench is just 2 completely different things.
Yeah.
But I worked on balance in other ways, and it paid off.
Right. Yeah, I think yoga could definitely be a factor in that.
These leggings are so uncomfortable.
What?
Yeah, once you sit in leggings for too long, I know girls know my pain. It starts to, like, itch your butt.
Oh.
Anyways.
Anyhow.
So yeah, what is something that you like did during quarantine or to adapt to quarantine versus at the gym?
I had lower weights, so I was doing higher reps a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of people at the beginning of quarantine maybe felt like, oh, well, if I can't be in the gym, I'm just screw this. Like, I'm not even going to work out because I've worked so hard for this. Like, in the beginning, I didn't feel like that exactly, but I felt like, what the heck, I just finished, like, going through a lower body program, and I had reached, like, my PRs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, there goes nothing. Like, I might as well just, like, have the mindset of, I got to start all over when I get back.
Yeah.
But I still kept doing it, but I know a lot of people were just like, okay, well, if I can't do anything, screw it, you know?
Right.
But I think that people don't understand that even just a little bit of lifting weights can keep this what you've
worked
for and just gotten to. I think a lot of people think, well, if I'm not at my max weight, it's useless.
Right.
But muscle just doesn't disappear.
Right. As long as you're just doing something to maintain, even if it's just push-ups and pull-ups
that's what I was
going to
say. Some push-ups. Max out your push-ups.
Yeah.
It'll go a long way. I was doing, in November, I think, I was trying to do 10 to 15 push-ups a day. I know I didn't finish, unfortunately, but it made a difference in the way my body looked. Even I think I got up to like 20 days, and why did I go 20 and not 30? I don't know. But something happened, and I just said, oh, now I've missed 2 days, might as well just not do it. But anyways, it really made a difference in, like, how much I could do on shoulder days and the way my body looked.
Yeah.
Just from doing 10 to 15 push-ups a day versus only on upper body days.
Yeah.
So don't discount or whatever. Is discount or... I
think that's the right word, yeah.
Push-ups and body weight exercises. They go a long way.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with body weight exercises. I love body weight exercises.
Yeah. I like to throw them in.
Yeah. I do probably like one body weight exercise per workout, like jump squats or push-ups or...
Yeah.
I'm working on chin-ups, but that's assisted, so...
I mean, hey, you got to start off somewhere,
Right. No shame in the game.
That's one of my favorites, though, is the pull-ups. I've got pretty good at them. I was doing a workout where you had to do... It was like a 3-circuit thing, and you did 100 pull-ups.
In one time or like total?
No, like that. Like you didn't do them in a row, but you did
Okay.
It was a timed thing. So like you did as many as you could, took a break, like maybe a minute, 30 seconds, whatever you needed to do another 10 or 12 or whatever.
Gotcha.
And then after that you did a quarter-mile run, and then you did as many push-ups as you could do in I think 2 minutes. And you did that 3 times. So that was the actual hardest thing I've ever done.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that was the sorest I've ever been.
You're putting a lot on your muscles at that point.
Yeah. Like,
and your mental.
2 to 3, 4 days after, I was still so sore that I couldn't even lift myself out of bed. Like,
yeah.
I had to like scoot.
That's one of those like delayed onset type of sores, probably.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just need that push and that motivation that a program or a guide or whatever it will be, a trainer, can give you.
Yeah.
There's no shame in like looking up programs at all.
I think what I did, I just Googled like hardest workouts, and then that one came up, and then there was another one that I never got to try. Apparently there's a really hard one out there that's really popular, but I can't think of the name of it.
Is it one that you do on like a certain day of the year?
Yeah, maybe. It's not the burpee challenge.
No, there's this one that I can't think of the name either, but if I went through Instagram I could find it. Where you like run a mile and then you do some push-ups, and then, I think you do it on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
In honor of like the vets, but I can't think of what it is.
Yeah.
But that's a super hard one, I've heard.
Yeah. I know what you're talking. I think we're on the same page with that.
Workouts like those are a lot of like mental challenges too.
It's definitely like something that you just have to say, I'm going to finish it. Like there's no, if this happens and I'm not, because all the ifs are going to happen.
Or if they don't, you're going to say they have.
But now that we're back in the gym, we're back to doing our squats and deadlifts and bench presses. And I think something, even though we're back to doing these things, I think something that we can remember are those workouts we did and how we can incorporate some of those movements into our plans now.
Yeah.
Because we do see the benefit.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to overlook them, but they're important to not overlook.
Yeah. The simple movements are the ones that don't necessarily like make you the strongest, but they fix the weaknesses so the other movements can work for you. And you're never too advanced to do, Yeah,
you're never too advanced to take a step back. And I think a lot of people aren't willing to sacrifice the look that certain things in the gym bring.
Yeah.
It lays the foundation.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing that before you go to dumbbells or before you go to the cable machine.
Right. Yeah, just learning the movement.
Yeah.
And building a little foundation.
I mean, like, I don't know. I just think that people need to drop their pride before you step to in the gym. Your ego, all that just needs to bye-bye. Like, it's not about looking a certain way in the gym.
Right.
So yeah, just taking it back to the fundamentals and not overlooking the quote unquote easy stuff.
Right.
Because it's only easy because you're not challenging yourself.
Right. And it's also probably easy too because you've put in the work to get to that point. You might sometimes be where you are, but then you forget what you had to do to get there.
Yeah. Like look at like curls. Curls are a very basic movement that everybody does, but once you get good at it, what do? You up your weight. But something like push-ups, let's just say. A lot of people overlook push-ups because, oh, well, I can do 10. Oh, well. Well, why do you give up push-ups but not the curls? Right. Because you just up the amount of push-ups you do.
Right. Or do weighted push-ups or something.
Weighted, yeah. You have to find ways to challenge yourself once you build strength.
Weighted push-ups, weighted pull-ups, Yeah, there's a million variations of push-ups. Like
in anything almost.
That, I mean, honestly, I can do probably close to 50 push-ups straight, but there's some variations of push-ups that I can't do. Literally, I can't do one of. Yeah.
I mean, tricep push-ups. I can do 3 to 5, and I'm winded. But
Yeah.
regular push-ups, I can do 20, which, I mean, I'm not saying that's a lot, but
it's definitely
it's a good
drastic
amount. Yeah.
difference because your body hasn't done it before. Solid.
Just always be looking for new ways to challenge yourself, you know, like you go up in grade levels at school.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be more weight to be challenging either. It can just be a new movement altogether.
Yeah.
It's
like
fun.
maybe you go from air squats to goblet squats to barbell squats. You don't have to start with a barbell.
Right.
I think that's, no, you don't need to start with barbell to be squatting.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's a lot of squats you can do with even heavy without a barbell. So if you need help with all that, if you really want to do more things and new things, but you just can't figure it out, I think an important thing to do is look for like a training program from someone. And we know someone.
We know two someones.
Yes. So what about you though?
Well, I offer a 4-week dumbbell-only guide that can be done at home or at the gym because it's only dumbbells. I mean, heck, grab some water bottles. I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
But it's called Back to the Basics, and it's all about, like I said, just laying the foundation and not forgetting the simplicity that exercise can bring. It doesn't have to be fancy. It needs to be done. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of structure and confidence in what you're doing to see progress. My guide is 4 weeks of the same workouts. You have a full body, lower body, and 2 upper body days, push and pulls. And it just takes you back to the fundamental movements with some dumbbells or body weight. And it just lays the groundwork for you to go up. And then I can customize a guide for people.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Keeping your options open. One correction we need to make is technically our last episode we had a guest, but it wasn't our first guest. Because if you remember back to our first episode, we had a guest.
Oh, yeah.
Technically we had that was our second guest. So just wanted to make that correction. And I promise if we have another guest on, you won't be forgot about either.
Yeah.
We won't forget about our guest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of where we are in this whole new world of fitness.
Takeaways from today are just that you don't need to do a lot if you're still working out at home, depending on where you are, you don't need to do crazy things to maintain. If you're at the gym, open up your palate and don't I don't know how I want to say this. Basically, be open to the things that you see the beginners in the gym doing because they're not less than exercises.
Right. Yeah, maybe you need to kind of, especially if you're having some troubles progressing, maybe you need to go back and say, hey, what do I need to fix? So take a look at some more of the individual movements.
Yeah.
And not so much the compound movements.
So, what's today's challenge?
Today's challenge is to take a look at yourself and say, like if you're in a workout program that's fairly advanced or you're fairly advanced in the kind of like your fitness world, and you're having a few issues with progression, take a look at maybe a weak point in your body and say, hey, what movement can I do to help build up this specific area to help me progress, in my squat or deadlift or bench or hip thrust or whatever, you're wanting to progress in.
I mean, at the beginning of quarantine, I acknowledged that I neglected balance, but it's easy to overlook and think that you're too good to take a step back. But those things are always super important in anything, to just take a second and humble yourself.
So true.
So, yeah. So, that's it for today's episode.
Episode 8.
Episode 8. I hope it was great. Can you tell I really like that saying? That's like the 5th time I've said it, I think. Anyways.
Really?
8 is great, 9 your mind. That's what some of the police officers say.
Oh.
For like speeding. 8 you're great, 9 your mind.
Oh, okay.
So, Fun Fact Friday.
On a Thursday.
On a Thursday.
So, if you're not already subscribed to the podcast, check it out on Apple Podcast or Spotify.
Or YouTube.
Yeah,
You
YouTube.
can watch us and listen. At the same
Honestly,
time.
well, no, you can't yet, but you will be able to. Potentially on this one, actually. But the thing is, I forgot to upload the last podcast to YouTube now that I think about it.
Because we didn't record it.
I know. I've just been doing the audio too on YouTube.
Oh,
just so
okay.
like another
Yeah.
area for people to find it just in case they don't have Spotify
Yeah.
or they don't have Apple Podcast.
But you can find me on Instagram at Holly Vols with 2 Y's, VOLZ.
And find me on Instagram, Daniel.personaltraining. And check it out. You know, maybe give us a DM if you like our...
Yeah, let us know if you want a guide
content.
from either one of us.
Yeah.
Or if you want anything, a
Yeah.
consult, let us know.
Yeah.
We're here for a reason.
Yep.
We're here to help the people. We'll
So,
see you guys for episode 9.
episode 9 is going to be fun. Coming real quick. It's going to be slick. See y'all next time.